Alright, everybody. So, like I said, this fresh meme team versus Bad Rats World Championship Finals. Bad Rats took us to Brax's Holdout. And did the AFK out? Team? There it is. That took a while. So, fresh meme team's got first pick, first ban. A map where you are vying over 2 beacon locations. A lot of times the big meta with this map is having a single laner and a 4-man rotation. A lot of times you want to prioritize people that have really high self-sustain, so that way you can just always be fighting on the beacons. Once you have those situations where maybe your healer has to go back, or maybe 2 members have to go back, that's when the other team takes control. And it's actually kind of hard to fight into that beacon unless you have a lot of good vision. So heroes like Zarya, heroes like Gul'dan, Ariel are all very high self-sustained heroes that can still pump out a lot of damage if need be, or protection. Zarya especially, I think Zarya is probably is so OP on this map with her shields and giving somebody else shields. And she's always like a second tank, so you have maybe a tank in the other lane, or you can have 2 tanks in one lane and a frontliner, and it's perfectly reasonable. First bans were Rexxar and Ragnaros. So Rexxar, both heroes being superb solo laners. We don't actually see Rexxar too much because he can get punished. Granted, if he goes against a favorable lane, then Rexxar is going to have a lot of value, since he can just send his bear to the beacon, and while his body's in the wave, and he can pretty much always sit like that, which is really convenient. So I want to see a fresh meme team. Maybe let's see if who they prioritize as the first pick. Maybe the healer, maybe the Zarya. Honestly, I think Zarya or Gul'dan are guaranteed. Like, they have to be first picks. Yeah, there you go. Gul'dan. They pick the Gul'dan over the Zarya. Does leave it open for Bad Rats. And so, I mean, if they'll see if they want to take the Zarya. They could take Zarya Ariel here, or they could take Zarya Malf. And or taking the Zarya Valla. Like Valla, I mean, not really a self-sustained hero. If granted, going to level 1 talent with the mana, she pretty much stays there with mana. And a Zarya with shields allows Valla to be pretty aggressive. But they actually take the Haka Lucio. You know, picking Lucio over the Malfurion. Lucio doesn't have any mana. Oh, that's not true. He does have mana, but it's pretty much negligible. I don't think he ever runs out of mana, ever. Dahaka is now going to be, they picked their solo lane up. I think he's very powerful only on this map. As a 2-lane map, he's not usually that good at all. But on this map, he has the power of, once you control one beacon, and let's say you get a kill, he can immediately assist the other beacon and help get a kill there, and then actually control the beacons. Plus, he's a strong solo laner as is, especially with Ragnaros and Rexxar already gone. But meme team, going for the meme Gul'dan Zarya with the Sonya. So Sonya's probably going to be their solo laner. A good counter to Dahaka. They both have the same wave clear. Pretty much all they're going to do is Dahaka's going to use his W on the wave, Sonya's going to use her W on the wave, and they just walk away from each other. Both have self-healing. But the Zarya Gul'dan, that's a powerful combo. I think that's one that's definitely hard to beat. Gul'dan has so much wave clear, plus with the drain life, shields from Zarya. Zarya can just stand there and get energy for free. I mean, it's just so easy to get energy, because like once you stand on the beacon, everybody attacks the person on the beacon, so there you go, free energy. Bad Rats bans out the Malfurion, trying to limit the top tier healer pool, since they've already picked their Lucio. I would imagine meme team's going to be looking to ban a tank here, maybe an ETC. They don't have too many interrupts for ETC yet. I mean, it's only Sonya, so Mosh Pit could be very devastating. He has good, zone control in the bottom lane. Plus, he's probably one of the top tier tanks right now. But granted, I think right for now, until this new patch hits on Tuesday, that there are a lot of decent tanks out there. Right now, showing the ban on Valla. I mean, I can see that as well. Her damage output is pretty ridiculous. So, saying that they're not afraid of any tank that you pick. Zarya is probably going to be enough for us, and we don't want you to output a lot of damage. So right now, Bad Rats can pretty much go any way they want. They're not really limited by the hero pool, the remaining hero pool, I would say. They have the, they're looking to take their next second tank. I imagine they're probably going to take their tank here and one of their DPS. Yep, there's the ETC since he was left open. Like I said, just an all-around solid tank. Plus, they're still going to want to tank on the bottom lane while Dehaka soaks top. And they pick Greymane. Greymane's kind of interesting. He chunks Sonya, actually. I mean, he chunks Sonya in Worgen form. And right now, none of them can really run away from him. I mean, Sonya can whirlwind. Zarya can't run away. Gul'dan can't run away. And just sits there and tries to drain life. With the ETC stun, if they go Curse Bolt at 35% health, or since so far they're all pretty squishy and health-wise, so go for the throat can see value. But Greymane usually needs an enabler. He doesn't have too much he has no self-sustain, honestly. Man, holy cow, this comp looks so scary. They have the trio, Gul'dan, Zarya, Auriel. All the three people I mentioned right at the beginning. So they have pretty much infinite self-sustain. They picked the Diablo, so they're saying Gul'dan is going to be their only damage dealer. Triple frontline with an Auriel, so she's definitely going to go the damage heal at 1. Since there's so many people that she's most likely going to be healing a frontliner. Gul'dan is a great hope generator, especially if he goes Fell Flame. And the answer with the Kael'thas. Kael'thas is going to be hard pressed to get. I mean, Diablo's got charge. Zarya, they don't have much follow up to Diablo charge, so he's not going to be too scary, honestly. It's really going to come down to. I don't know, but this is tough, actually. So, Lucio heals Gul'dan's damage pretty easily. As long as Kael'thas does not feed Zarya energy, then Zarya's not going to do too much damage. Now, I mean, they have a little bit more kill potential with the Greymane Kael'thas against the Auriel heals versus a Diablo, Zarya, a Gul'dan versus a Lucio heals. Because, like, if Gul'dan charges somebody, flips them, you're normally only going to flip them into one corruption stack, and then you're going to get poked down by Fell Flame. So you're not really going to be scared there. Even the Greymane or the Kael'thas gets flipped, it's going to be pretty hard pressed. Unless, again, like I said, unless Zarya has a lot of energy on her shield. That being said, both of them, I mean, with the Gul'dan Hope Generator, they both have really good healing to stop the incoming damage. I could see this going both ways, actually. Dehaka solo lane versus Sonya. But we're into the game now, so we're just going to find out right now what team is going to be the best. We have Winter on the Sonya, Kharkov on the Zarya, Cold Fashion on the Gul'dan, Glucose Twig on the Auriel, and Subek on the Diablo. For the right side, Bad Rats World Championships, Kaladin on the Kael'thas, Sleepin' Lazy on the Lucio, Kira on the Greymane, Logicalia on the ETC, and Stealth on the Dehaka. So, lanes are going to be moved around pretty much as expected. Gul'dan's actually going to go for corruption stacks. Being in the 4-man rotation, he should be able to get that pretty easily. And, late game, that will start doing a lot of damage. Especially once he gets 16. We're seeing Gelnan cocktail out of Greymane. And there's some of the feed. You kind of want to try to bait that out and try to use your flame strikes whenever it happens. But seeing grenade build. Ooh, Diablo's looking for some type of pick here. You just see they're looking to push into the Zarya. Not too much scary damage yet. But the wave clear is just ridiculous. The Gul'dan wave clear is pretty much uncontested right now. And taking a quick look at the top lane, actually looking like Sonya. Dehaka is playing a little scared against the Sonya. So Sonya's able to wave clear first. See, that was that was a bait on the shield. If that had just waited out just a half second longer, she probably would have gotten no energy. which is fine, but between Zarya and Gul'dan, they just have so much wave clear, especially going grenade build, just using grenade constantly on the wave. Gul'dan pushes into the wave. I mean, they're not getting a lot of value out of it, but you can see the damage being out there. And just pay attention to Auriel's Hope when every time Gul'dan throws any ability out there. Yeah, you'll have the drain life for any of those times. Ooh, Zarya with the full energy now. Once she starts getting she's halfway done with her particle grenade, so she's gonna start chunking people down. But they're looking for the Greymane kill with the Gul'dan kill. Greymane tried to walk the other direction, but decided against it. That little turnaround cost him his life, and a bad timing to get that interrupt right before she was about to use particle grenade. But you know, bad timing on it because the beacons are here, so now everybody's going to run back, and this should give a little bit of energy, a little bit of progress for Meme Team, since Sonya does have control of the top lane. ETC is going to have to try to slide in there, slide out of there. Getting the run speed for Lucio, he should be free. But you can see this push coming out of him. It's getting ridiculous, and everybody's going to have to back out. And if Dehaka can't control this Subak, okay, I'll remember that. If Stealth can't control this top lane, then this is almost going to be a 100% Zerg wave for Meme Team. He's going to try to cheek it in there. Lucio's coming in looking to try to get a gank, and this is a great, so it's already losing bottom. They might as well try to get the gank or at least control top. But look at this four-man, and there's a reason why you don't try to let them have this trio here, is that it's near impossible to push into. There's so much self-sustain. Man, Stealth could not do anything against Winter. Ooh, nice miss on the spear. But there's some action going on here, as there's always going to be action going on here. Zarya is looking for the ETC kill, but Greymane getting too far out once again, and it gets taken out. I mean, they're trying to make plays, which is understandable. They have to. They're down pretty much a level right now, and Stealth. Ooh. I don't think Dehaka's gonna win this. Yep, he's gonna have to back out. It's a good thing the Spirit is not available, otherwise Winter might have gotten that kill. But this poke is just so strong. Full level lead now. Back to controlling the beacon, so 100% Zerg wave should be coming in momentarily. Kael'thas has to back out. Almost has convection stacks done, which is pretty good, honestly. He's not the one that's getting picked out. But like I said before, I don't think Meme Team's even going to be looking for the kills. They're basically just going to control the map objective the whole game and just make it incredibly difficult for them to come back from it. So we got 3 members of Bad Rats in top lane trying to defend the Zerg wave. Meanwhile, the 4-man is going to continue down here, saying we don't even need the Zerg wave. We're just going to continue to push into your fort. Subak looking for the ETC pull, but just wanted to get a little bit of zone. There's no minions anymore, so Gul'dan's taking tower shots. Not ideal. You probably want, I don't know where this Zarya is going, trying to soak up some more energy. You probably could have soaked up energy at the fort. But they get the fort anyways. Zergwave gets the front wall. Still a couple Guardians left. Greymane's coming down to the rotation bottom, trying to delay some of this push. But, I mean, Bad Rats is just getting dominated in this lane. I don't know what they need to do to come back, but they just have to get some type of pick, catch somebody off guard. They didn't have, too bad they didn't have everybody involved right there. That might have been a kill. Oh, but getting the Auriel. Glucose Twig, never mind, has 1 free heal from the Gul'dan Hope and is able to just walk away. Logica almost just backs off, but Sonya's able to pick off Dehaka on top lane. I mean, so looking at this damage, KT has finished Convection, Zarya is finished, Demolition's Expert, Crushing Stacks are finished, and so right now all the quests are done, except for Prog Rock, which that's going to take a while. Nice hitting the keep, and that's going to be the first kill for Bad Rats. Dehaka comes in for the flank. Subak tries to push, but that flip actually going to put him in a different position. I think he's just going to sacrifice himself. He does have 100 souls, so he's going to come back in no time. I lied, he did not. How much souls did he have? 93. Oh, jeez, so close. I like that, knowing that the minion died, so he's just going to back off, not taking any 2 extra damage. So looking at the damage and healing right now, KT top damage as expected, since he is finished with the convection stacks. Look at Zarya damage. She's only 3k away from Gul'dan, who's sitting at 22k. The damage is ridiculous. There's a 1 level difference, so heroics are going to be for Meme Team a little bit faster. Gul'dan Cocktail is getting started for Greymane. And if he's able to stay in the 4-man, I think he should be able to get that pretty quickly because of the... what is happening here?
Here we go again.
Does this get scouted out? Oh, if they get a full rotation here. This might be a dead Zarya right before the beacon phase, and that is not what you're going to want to look for. I mean, they'll be able to take Knights up top, and Sonya can probably push that fort up top. Oh, that sweet little dodge. She's just delaying like crazy. I mean, she's definitely going to go down, but... enough delay. Got them level 10, got them the top lane, and we'll probably be able to take this fort. All 5 members down here for Bad Rats. Maybe they can get one other pick off. Succumbing the top fort to its destiny. And it looks like they're might be trying to get this pick right here on Sonya. Dahaka's going to take this. So she sees that beacon being taken. I don't know if she wants to be here anymore. She's starting to run. Greymane's here. She might, if, as long as Sonya, ETC can interrupt the whirlwind. That damage! What just happened with that spear? That spear damage was ridiculous. And actually, Greymane dies because of that spear damage. It chunked him. Yeah, true. I mean, I think he probably would rather keep his souls that early. And Sonya spinning to winning is just dominating the team. They came in for the gank, but that spear on Greymane turning the tides, and with the rest of the rotation from the team is just saying, never mind, guys, we can't do this down talent tier or down heroics. It's kind of a big deal. So, looks like Meme Team just dancing around, getting the beacons. Dahaka was able to steal a little bit of progress. 8%, not much. Heroics finally hit for Bad Rats. We do see Cursed Bullet. And everything else is pretty normal. A little bit of fight. Korra getting caught by the Dahaka swing. She might go down for this. Oh, but the slight peel from the expulsion zone, keeping herself out of the KT spot. Oh, that timing of the Zarya bubble. She's going to walk away. She was so low. And theirs is going to be an engagement. Stealth having to burrow down. Winter Soldier going in for the team fight. Cursed Bullet was missed. Korra is just sitting, standing still, hitting her beam. And this is a big team. I'm just going to hide these talents. They're so split up. ETC gets a 2-man mosh. Gul'dan was not able to stand into it, but ended up killing ETC. And with that, 3 members down for nothing. Looks, I mean, they have the Zerg wave not pushing yet since Dahaka was able to steal top, and they're just gonna push him to keep anyways. Their Zerg wave is gonna be pushing bottom. Kael'thas just walks into his death, and yeah, they're gonna have Zerg wave pushing bottom. If they just can back out there 3 levels ahead, they can easily back out if they want to and take a Zerg wave. Zarya is gonna not die once again. She's gotta die. Oh my god. The ridiculous, this is what I'm talking about. Zarya is so OP. Because of the double shield that she has. And with these consistent kills, they might just go for a core here. Zarya did get the extra double bubble, so just more tankiness. They're still looking for the kill. Even though they're down 2, they still want to fight. I mean, they're just like, hey, let's get in there. Let's do something. Come on, guys. Still 3 level down. And Meme Team is just dominating this map right now with the Gul'dan Zarya combo. Winter going back in with the expulsion zone from Korra, able to get the finishing blow on Lucio. Dahaka coming from the backline because that's the only... Cursed Bullet missed once again, but that backline is the only way that Dahaka can brush into it. And they're finally re-engaging, getting the kill on Gul'dan, but Sonya will probably just be able to clean this up anyways. Zerg wave is finally getting taken completely. So the thing about this is that when you have a Zarya that's 100% energy, she actually gives just as much hope as Gul'dan does. So basically Ariel always has a hope generator. Looking at the damage, Zarya is only 2k behind Gul'dan. KT is right at the same place as Zarya pretty much. And they're looking to end core here. Getting a little bit pushed off, might as well wait for the Zerg wave. It's incoming soon. Banelings should take her out the rest of the shield. Gul'dan's making his way back, but look how hurt they are. They don't even care. They're just going to stay into it. The Zarya shields are perfectly timed. Good mosh pit, hitting 3 members and finally getting able to pick up some kills. Finishing off 2 members already. Might be able to pick up the Zarya, but she's got her extra bubbles. Looking to get the Diablo, who does have souls this time. And it's going to be the first time that they have some life put back into him. They have a 5-man kill. Push back into this Gul'dan. I guess they need to kill these Zergs. But some life getting pushed back into him with a 4-man wipe, really. Gul'dan's looking for the end of the game, though. Trying to get as many kills as possible. Or trying to get as much damage as possible. 40% core with catapults constantly pushing into that lane is going to be difficult to defend consistently. Granted, they do have Dahaka. And Dahaka can just hearth, clear waves, and then burrow to the team fight. Unfortunately, Meme Team is going to hit level 16 here. So, all typical talents so far. Life Funnel, Hearthstone. Ooh, the boss call. I mean, everybody's up. They're down a talent here. They're making a big play. Diablo's hearing some spells going off, so he's going to check the bush. Sees that they're taking boss. There's not really any way to push it. If Gul'dan comes in, he doesn't have fear. The expulsion zone comes in, able to just walk into it, but everybody comes trying to get back in, and the expulsion zone is able to get them to steal the boss, and that is not what you're looking for. The Sonya Spear and slam into the ETC kills him off. Dahaka's looking to get some type of peel, but Kyr's making a run for it. He does not want to die. I think the Gul'dan poison, and he falls. Dahaka's going to be the next one to fall, I think, here. As long as one more Zarya grenade. She even walked away. Did you see her? She's like, throw the grenade, walk away. I got that kill, no problem. And they're going to be looking to end here. 3 members down. All 5 for Meme Team. Sonya on the core, Zarya on the core is going to do enough damage. But they're actually just looking for kills. Zarya with her like long range bombs. Just walking away from them. But Meme Team gets the win. And as I said in the very beginning, so, I mean, you just can't let a Gul'dan, Zarya, Ariel be on the same team on Brax's holdout. It is just devastating. You saw the power on that 4-man. They weren't able to do anything there. Yeah, I mean, they weren't able to. They were pushing for. They didn't care about the Zerg. Where they said our 4-man just dominates them. So let's just keep going. I mean, why not? So, I think that was definitely like I could see a potential behind Bad Rats. I was hoping that the Lucio healing was going to be able to keep up with the Gul'dan with their damage, and he did 15k more healing than the Ariel did, which is sizable. It was just the fact that the constant poke from the Gul'dan poison is like just that kind of comes down to your own team. If you get hit by poison, then I mean that's something that you can dodge, but it's tough. Like they just couldn't push into anybody. They had a lot of chances too. They had a lot of attempts. Like I mean, I have to give it to them. They tried their hardest to get those kills. Got that 4-man at the end when they were defending core, but they just weren't able to do anything with it. So, anyways, that's the first game of the night. I got another game at 11 o'clock, which is going to be Avalanche versus Give Us a Chancey. So I'm probably just gonna stop the stream for right now, and